big completion average. Defensively, is again top of the league of it and everything. Starting with turnovers, sacks, negative plays. There's going to be a problem. Like I said, the offense is a problem, defense is a problem, special teams is a problem. I mean, that's why they're playing. They're good at everything. Good players, good coaches, and strong football team.
You just acknowledge that they're good at everything that they do. Is there anything that they don't do well that you think you can capitalize on?
I think we're going to have to play our best game of the year.
Shannon, why is he saying this about the Jags?
Because this is why they win. If I were to tell you the Jags have the #1 rushing attack, you says, okay, yeah, they got Leonard Fournette. They run the football all the time. They should lead the league in rushing. But what if I told you they're 5th in scoring? They're 6th in total offense. Because, see, the perception is that their offense isn't very good because everybody and their mom has told you that Blake Bortles is trash. But this is why they don't have hiccups. Because they don't look at the package that what we see on TV. You got to dive deeper in. And what Coach Belichick is able to do, he's able to convince his team that this team is capable of beating you. Not just the Jags, any team. And if you notice, the Patriots never have the letdowns that you see other teams have. When they get beat, a team beat them because they played better than they did that day. Mm-hmm. You don't see the Patriots have an off game. They get beat by 25. They get beat by 30 points. Like, well, what happened? Because of this. Because Coach Belichick takes you inside. He goes behind the curtain. He goes in through the trap door, and he says, okay, look at this. Points after turnover, they're great. Mm-hmm. They get big completion. They get big plays because they can run the ball. Now they play action. They get huge chunk plays down the field. Mm-hmm. So that's why Blake Bortles only had 14 completions, but he was 250-plus yards. That's why. And so Coach Belichick understands that. He understands that. He makes his team approach it like, they can beat you guys. Mm-hmm. I know what people are saying. I know they're not high-flying like the Rams or the Eagles. They don't put up points they don't do it conventionally because the Patriots go bam, 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 and next thing you know, you look at it like, how did they get 30? Mm-hmm. But they just hung 45 on the Steelers.
They did.
In their building. Mm-hmm. Remember, Skip, they went to London and hung 44 on the Ravens.
They did.
Ravens led the league in takeaways. Mm-hmm. We know what they can do. They can get to your quarterback. So this is why the Patriots enjoy the level of success that they've enjoyed, because their head guy leaves no stone unturned, and he takes you into the room that very few coaches want to go in. And they, a lot of times, and players will buy in to what they see on television and what they've heard someone say. Everybody says Blake Bortles is trash. They're #5 in scoring offense, 6th in total offense. No one would have believed that about the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Nope.
But that's who they are.
That's who they are. And this is not who Bill Belichick usually is. I have never, in all my years of studying Bill Belichick, heard him heap this much praise on an opponent. And I don't believe he was just laying it on thick.
No.
I don't think he was trying to create overconfidence in the incoming opponent. I think he was just being cold-blooded, lay it on the table, honest. And I think he was speaking more to his team than to the other team. I think he wanted his team to watch him via whatever highlight show, tell the media, this is what we're up against, because this is serious stuff. And remember, according to reports, he highly recommended Doug Marrone for this job. He has nothing but respect for the new overseer of the Jacksonville Jaguars, Tom Coughlin, who has been his nemesis in the postseason.
He was also on that Giant staff, Skip.
He was?
When Tom Coughlin was a receiver coach.
Good point. Yep.
In the 90s.
So he has nothing but respect for the new sort of GM or director of player personnel and the new head coach and for what they have put together, because they're smart and they're doing it the right way.
Right.
So not one point that he made did I say, oh, come on, Bill. I kept trying to, oh, come on, Bill. But he even went all the way to, well, wait a second. Fournette obviously had a great year, but he's saying, did you watch T.J. Yeldon when he came in? Because did you?
Yep.
Changed the game. It's a whole new dimension. He can run, man.
Yep.
And he can catch.
Yep.
Okay, so he's saying, oh, so we got the two-headed monster. And by the way, they led the NFL in rushing. And by the way, just for the record, even though they came in points allowed, all the way up to 5th in the league. The Patriot defense, they were also 20th ranked against the run. You don't think they're going to have to buckle chin straps against the run against Fournette and T.J. Yeldon?
Yep.
And Blake Bortles, trash. He basically threw out the trash up in Pittsburgh, and the trash was Pittsburgh's defense,
Correct.
right? He threw it out because he had a QBR on Sunday of 90, a scale of 0 to 100.
That was
and
the highest of the weekend, wasn't
by
it?
far the highest of the 8, including Tom Brady, who played last weekend. Well, that was pretty great.
Yeah.
And during the year, trash. Blake Bortles had 21 touchdowns to only 13 interceptions. That's not trash. I don't know where that all. He became a punchline last week.
Skip,
I don't
think,
know.
I think the thing is, if he had said this about their defense, which he did,
Yeah.
we can see that. We see the talent that they have on that side of the football. They got 4 Pro Bowlers. They got the 2 big D tackles. They got the edge guys at the corner
Yep.
in Ramsey and Boye.
Yep.
We see them get to the quarterback. So that's what we can see. But what we see with Blake Bortles, we see him 100 yards here, 90 yards there, 80 yards there. So it doesn't like.
I got it.
How? But Coach Belichick, what he does is that he might watch TV copy trying to see if he can pick up any sounds or something like
Maybe.
that. But when you watch the tape and you hit that clicker, you don't hear what they saying. You just looking. Like, wow, okay, now I can see. They run the football and then they play action you off of that. The linebackers, Pittsburgh, they run the little play, they run the F2 split, and the fullback's wide open in the end zone. Why? Because Leonard Fournette is killing them running the football. T.J. Yeldon is running the ball down their throat. So now the linebackers have to honor.
Yeah.
Okay, we slipped the fullback right out. Play pass, Cole down the field for 45 yards. Coach Belichick has done a great job of convincing his team. And that's not always easy, Skip, because guys look at it and they hear what everybody's saying, he's trash, and they watch the highlight shows of Blake Bortles turning the ball over, or they see his stats at the end. Dude only threw for 80 yards and they won a game, and they buy into that. Coach Belichick has done an excellent job of convincing his team that on any given
I
Sunday,
hope he has.
if we don't play our best football,
This will not be easy. And am I saying Blake Bortles is Ben Roethlisberger? No, he's not. But he's not trash.
No.
And he won't play trash. As long as he doesn't throw it to the other team.
Correct.
They got a shot, man.
he doesn't need to. And for what this team needs, he doesn't need to be Ben Roethlisberger.
Well, we know Bill Belichick is a shrewd operator. He's not going to give away anything like that. Any bulletin board material is not coming from him. But you don't luck your way into an